Good morning. It's day one of Summerween. You can probably hear church bells in the background, but I'm off to a rocky start. It's 9 or a little after at least. I woke up technically at 7:30 because Nemo needed to go out early, and I fell asleep on the couch. I've just been like unable to be awake. And we have plans today. We have plans for a lot of days on Summerween, so I'm not confident in my ability to get all these books that I want to read. But we'll see. I've made myself a coffee. It's pretty good. We have a birthday party today at noon, but we're going to have to leave early to get to it. So I'm probably only going to get about an hour and a half maybe of reading done this morning, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. And then I don't know what we're doing this evening, so I should have plenty of time to read this evening. Tomorrow is supposed to be really bad weather, so that'll be good for like putting on an audiobook and like cleaning the house or something. We do have trivia on Thursday, and I believe we have plans on next Friday. And it's also Steven's birthday on the 9th, so like we might do something on the 9th. What's making me nervous is it doesn't look like the weather's going to be very good for summer activities. I might be inside most of the week, which is fine. Like, don't get me wrong, but I do like to go to the pool and read sometimes. But let me go ahead and show you, if you haven't seen the video, what I'm intending to read, or at least the physical copies of the books I'm intending to read. For Sky on the Cover, I have Vampires of El Norte. For a book I've owned for over a year, I have Private Rights, and that's actually probably what I'm about to start reading. And then I have on audiobook With a Vengeance and Chlorine, and both of those can be read at night or for an audiobook. Thriller and Horror is Pride or Die, which is a YA novel, and I've got that one on my Kindle. And then I've got The Ones Who Come Back Hungry is just kind of a bonus one in case I need a like plan B or C to round it out. And I'm going to post this. I've got a picture queued up to put on Instagram because they've got those challenges, so that'll get me that challenge out of the way. I believe that'll help me on the bingo card as well. I need to refresh myself on what the bingo card says. I know, like, make a scary snack, like or a holiday themed snack, a fall snack, and watch a scary movie is on there. So, gonna have to look at some of my options, do some grocery shopping. I think I'm gonna make a pumpkin pie. That's what I did last year. There's really not any other spooky stuff. I love those little cookies with the faces on them, but they're not in stores right now. So, I'm gonna go get my coffee. I'm gonna take Private Rights to the other room, and I'm gonna read until I can't. And I'm gonna try to wake up. Well, it's 3:23. We're back from the pool party. It looks like we're about to get a thunderstorm, or at least heavy rain. So I was gonna go like to our pool and pick some blueberries for my mom and float around, but I think the bad weather has finally got here. I didn't even read a chapter. I did the first part and then like 2 pages, and then I just didn't read anymore today, and I'm not gonna read at a party. So now I have the afternoon and evening to read. We don't really have plans, so I think I'm just going to do that. Probably going to play some Animal Crossing and maybe listen to With a Vengeance. I don't know. There's not a lot to do today because we had the plan today. But like I said, tomorrow I don't have anything planned. So I should be able to finish something. I am, again, a little bit hesitant because last year I picked some very small books on purpose and I was able to finish a book in like a day. I don't think I'm going to get that lucky. I'm a little nervous, but cross your fingers for me. Just cross your fingers. So it turns out that it, like the one from, was it 2018? Is coming on Sci-Fi. So this will be the scary movie I watch. This one is absolutely scarier than the second one, I maintain. But still not quite as scary as the book. I don't know. Oh, that singing's creepy as hell. I don't think I've watched this in years, actually. Can't wait to see what the TV edit does to it. But anyway, so I'm checking the scary movie off of my list and reading Vampires of El Norte at the same time. So that's the vibe, isn't it, Ludi? Until it rains. and then it really will be a vibe. Well, it is late enough that my watch isn't turning on. 9:50. That's a lot later than I thought it was. I watched all but the last like 20 minutes of it. I forgot how good that movie is. It's so good. Like, they did a good job with those movies. We watched Captain America: Brave New World. We hadn't seen it yet, so we watched that. It's been raining on and off, so I've not got a lot of reading done, but I did manage like 2 chapters of Vampires of El Norte, and I think I'm gonna like this. I think the vibes are gonna be good for this one because I like a little romance in my horror, and there's nothing like, the guy who thinks he can't have the upper class girl that like ticks my Aladdin boxes. But what I'm gonna do now is play Animal Crossing. I'm gonna turn my little candle warmer on and get you back in frame, and I'm gonna listen to maybe With a Vengeance. I've got With a Vengeance and Private Rights as an audiobook, and Chlorine, now that I think about it. I've got like a lot of different forms of these, but With a Vengeance is the only one that I only have on audiobook, so I'll probably listen to that one. There is a tropical storm coming in tomorrow. It's rain with a name, so we'll probably just stay at home, hope for the best. I don't think it's supposed to be that bad in our area, but hopefully the coast will be okay. So tomorrow is looking like a lot of indoor activities. I have some Lego sets I can do. I also need to make a blanket for my niece to give to my sister for the baby shower in 2 weeks. So I'll do something. I'll figure something out, and I'll read something. I don't know if I'll check back in tonight, but I will definitely check in the morning if I read something or listen to something tonight. The angle on this is so bad, and my hair is so bad. Oh my god. Good morning. It's day 2. I just posted a reel on Instagram for the challenge today. I don't like reels. I don't like making short form video content. I'm just not creative enough to entertain the masses with it. I have to be able to yap, and I have to be able to talk for a long time. And I just have gotten so I'm good at editing. Good at editing longer videos. I cannot handle reels, but I think I did a decent job. I was going to do a little bit more, but again, my hair is wet. I just didn't want to deal with it. I used this really cute mug. I got it from, I think, TJ Maxx last year when they had like their Summerween stuff. They have a little bit this year, but not as much as like other people are getting. Like, I'm really jealous of other people's stores that are actually doing Summerween. Like, some of the Walmarts in the area have some crazy good stuff, but anyway, there's not much to do today. It's not raining right now, but it's also kind of gross outside. So I'm going to drink my breakfast pretty much and then read until lunch. I think if it's still bad then, I'm going to work on my sister's baby blanket for her shower, because that won't take me very long, and I can listen to an audiobook so I can kind of differentiate my reading. I am reading Vampires of El Norte. It is really good. I do think I'm going to like it. And I listened to 25% of With a Vengeance last night, and it's giving. And then there were none. Murder on the Orient Express, Clue, right? Like, it's not funny like Clue is funny, but the people all kind of knowing each other, and knowing why they're there, and like I don't know, I'm enjoying it. So we're gonna see if I continue to enjoy it. Keeping up with all the different characters is gonna be a little bit hard. I'm glad she gave everybody very distinct like traits, so maybe it'll be easy to keep up with it. And of course, once people start dying, it'll be easy then. But until then, again, I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to read Vampires of El Norte, which is currently holding my phone up so I can film. And then, I don't know, I'll just take you with me on this journey. Hopefully I'll finish a book today. Cross fingers. It is 1:22. I have made a different delicious drink. This one is sweet tea with a little bit of lemon and lavender syrup. It's kind of a homemade version of the lavender citrus lemonade, not lemonade tea they used to have at Books and Beans, but Books and Beans changed ownership, which is devastating, RIP, and they aren't really a thing anymore, but one of my friends worked there, and he shared the recipe. So this is almost correct, except it's usually orange instead of lemon, but I don't have any orange. But anyway, this is my afternoon drink. It's made with sweet tea that I brewed on the summer solstice. I used the sun in like a jar. And I don't care if you comment that it's bad because of bacteria or whatever. Live fast, die young. I'm going to brew sun tea. Anyway, I've finished this much, small amount, of Vampires of El Norte. This is going to hit for me. I can feel it. It's like friends to strangers to lovers. There's supernatural, but there's also like realistic enemies because they've got the Yankees, the white folks are trying to take their land, so they've got to gather together and fight back. And so these two re-meet after a decade, Nestor and Nina, and they're like, it's a complex, hey Ludi, it's a complex thing. Do you want to participate in the video? You could have just said that. Girl, get out of my film. She's usually shy. Like, y'all are really some of the only people that have seen her. But I've got a bookmark at 200 pages because I figured if I can read to 200 pages, I feel like I did enough of this one today, and then I can work on the baby blanket for my sister and possibly a Lego set. But if you can see the TV in the back of it, the news up because Chantal hit South Carolina last night. She made landfall. And I don't think she's technically Chantal anymore. I think she's just a low pressure system, but she's a low pressure system with a lot of rain and a lot of wind. So we're just going to keep an eye on stuff. So that instead of watching like a scary movie, I'm going to watch the scary weather forecast. I still have like nightmares about Helene. That was not fun. The constant tornado warnings and kind of getting yourself anxious. And then like you see on the news how bad the flooding was. It was just, everything was really not great. We've gotten so we're more in the tornado alley now than we used to be, which is super fun, because we're really not prepared for tornadoes around here. So I'm going to hope this one just ends up being a lot of rain, and even then, maybe not as much as they're saying, because flash floods will be devastating for this area. But all I can really do now is wait and see what happens and read a little bit. So I'm going to drink my drink and read my book. Currently on my timer 7:49, which is not late, but kind of late. I did finish 200-ish pages of Vampires of El Norte, and I ended on like a really intense moment, but I gave myself the cutoff. I was like, okay, you need to go do something else. You can listen to an audiobook, you can come back to it later, and I may read some more of that tonight. I've also listened up to, I think, about 60% of With a Vengeance via audiobook because I made the blanket for the baby shower next week. I'm not going to show you, and I didn't film that because on the off chance my sister decides to watch my YouTube channel, I don't want her to see it until she gets it next week. So that's done. I cooked dinner. I've done a little bit of cleaning, and I think what I'm going to do now, before it gets later at night, because I'm going to play Animal Crossing before I go to bed, but I think what I'm going to do now is make a Lego set, and I've had this one since Christmas. This is the Books Are My Passion book nook thing, which was a gift with purchase for Christmas. So my husband Stephen lovingly gave me the tuxedo cat and a flower set that I've already made, and now I've got this. I also ordered a couple weeks ago another thing of Legos and bought hair. I got 2 things of hair because like she kind of looks like me with the glasses. And the hair definitely is a lot more alike now that I got my hair cut, but it's brown. And I'm gonna claim my redheadness. So I found 2 things of red hair to try out with our minifig hair. This will not take me long. I can assure you this will not take me very long. So I'm excited. This is gonna look really cool on my shelf. And that'll just give me something to kind of like mindlessly do while I finish hopefully another 10 to 20% of With a Vengeance. Let me tell you about it real quick. I know a lot of people are reading it right now. I'm looking at Instagram and a lot of people have got it for Summerween because they're probably also doing Literally Dead, and also Riley Sager is a pretty big author. I'm hoping it's not getting paranormal. Because the Riley Sagers I haven't liked did that, and I didn't like it. It does kind of feel like every chapter it's like, oh, another thing. Um, and I don't know, but I still appreciate how the characters themselves are very fleshed out and individual. I don't know. I don't know if I feel any strong type of way about it right now. Um, but maybe I'll finish more of it tonight. I don't think I'll finish it tonight. Obviously, I'll probably listen to that while I play Animal Crossing as well. So it's possible I could finish it. And I don't have a lot to do tomorrow, but what I do tomorrow, like 100% depends on the weather. And the weather looks bad all week. It looks iffy all week, but that's also just July in North Carolina. Like we just get afternoon storms here. So I'll see. I'm just gonna cross my fingers that I get a nice day. I still need to do the read outside as far as the bingo card. I think one of them is read outside. No, it's take a picture in nature. I'll have to do that at some point. And I looked at the bingo card earlier today. I think I can manage to do most of them. The only one I'm worried about is the book. It takes place in the desert. I don't know that I can necessarily count Vampires of El Norte because I don't think like the Texas Mexico area it's set in counts as a desert, even though it's got plains. And then a book with like a certain amount of words in the title. I don't think any of my books have that many words. So, oh well. I'll try to get bingo some other way, not including those 2 sections. And I'm going to go make this. There's a globe. I have a globe in my room. Actually on the top shelf. Are you ready for a journey? Look. It's back there behind all the Scarlet Witch memorabilia. So this really is me. Crazy. Is someone lighting off fireworks? Hey, did you hear that? Someone's lighting off fireworks. Why the fuck are we doing that on July 6th? Yeah, that sounds really scary. Nimoy's having a fit. Someone's lighting off fireworks right now. There's more that way too. It's like they're having a party or something. By the way, it's like super raining right now. Like mist. We kind of missed the crazy rain, but we are not outside of town at all. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but it's like Sunday night. Alright, I'm done. I did it. I'm going to put all the extra pieces in my... Ludi, I don't need your help filming. Come here. Come here. She likes to rub her head on stuff and she's going to knock the table over. Stop. Stop. Put all my extra pieces in here. I kind of want to see if I have a flower. I have this dark pink one, or I have this light pink one, but I think I like the light pink one. What I'm thinking is there's a plant. I kind of want to put a flower on top of the plant. Do I have to get another piece to keep it in there? Nope, that works perfectly. Ah! She's so cute! I can put the little one on top of that. Give me a sec. Wait. Oh my god. It's adorable. And I'm going to put it on top of it like that. Stop. Alright. But again, as we know, Girly Pop does not look like me. So I'm going to take her book real quick. It says Once Upon a Time in there. I was trying to show it earlier, but my computer quality camera is not as good as this camera. Not that this camera's great. So we're going to, I'm sorry, pop your hair off, sweetie. And we're going to try out the hair that I got. What a weird night we're having. I do have about maybe 20-30% left of With a Vengeance. It's getting interesting, but it's getting interesting in the way that mysteries do, where I'm just like frustrated at the main character. And I know there's going to be a bunch of reveals soon, because there's been a bunch of reveals already. But anyway, alright, so I have, this is probably more accurate to my hair color, like the darker. But this is going to go for the length better. So like, because this would have been me like late last year when I had longer hair. I don't think that one's going to work. I think it's going to end up needing to be this one. Oh, damn. Yeah. Alright. Shut up. That's so exciting. Put that extra hair in here. By the way, the in here is a, the Elphaba thing from way back when. That they had at Target. It was on sale for like $2. It's hard to close, but that's where they live. The little extra pieces. But this is her in her little library. Put your arms up so you can actually sit in your chair. And the book. Put the book over here. That's so cool. So cool. It was touch and go there for a minute. We had some weird moments together, but we did it. So now I'm going to probably play Animal Crossing since it's now 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to play Animal Crossing and listen to the rest of With a Vengeance. I think I might be able to finish it if I really lock in. It's not like I got much else going on, but I did do this. I may do another Lego set before the week is out. I have the Toyota Supra, Suki's Toyota Supra from Too Fast, Too Furious, but I've heard that one's annoying because of all the stickers, so I may not want to do that one on camera. And I also have the Jane Austen book set because I did the gift with purchase. I know it was a lot of money, but I like to treat myself to one You Survived the School Year treat. And that was my You Survived the School Year treat to myself. As if I need an excuse to get a sweet treat, but you know. Anyway, gonna put everything back. Gonna set up Animal Crossing. And if I do finish one of these books today, I will let you know. Well, so it's 11:30. I'm whispering because Steven's still awake. I finished With a Vengeance. So that's book 1 down. Done. And I think I had that one as listening to a book in the dark. Or read a book in the dark. So that challenge is done. I don't know what I think about the book. I have thoughts. I predicted a lot of it. I never said it because I don't want to spoil it for you. But I mean, if you want to avoid spoilers, I guess skip this part of the video. I predicted that the dead brother of the main character, was actually the son of one of the bad guys, one of the guys that, was going to kill him. I predicted that her friend, Seamus, was probably killing people. What else? There's a couple things. I was like, oh, yep. I don't understand the ending. I don't understand the two characters that are like, I guess we can't be together. I'm like, well, hi. You're not half siblings, are you? Did I miss a step somewhere in the end? And I guess it's like they had too much baggage. Like your dad tried to kill my family and then tried to kill me. So we're not really, it's not gonna work out. I get it, but I don't know. It didn't really feel like a happy ending. But it also, I don't know, it feels like a complete ending. I don't know, it wasn't like the best book I've ever read, but it was not bad. And for Riley Sager, that is like, it was gonna be 50-50, so. But I'm tired. It's 11:30. I'm gonna go to bed. I will probably try to, if not finish, at least read about 100 more pages of Vampires of El Norte tomorrow. And I will likely start Private Rights and or Chlorine on audiobook. Probably Chlorine, because I don't have a physical copy of that. But I don't know. We'll all find out together on day 3. Good morning. It's day 3. It's that wonderful time of year when the AP teachers get their scores back. I'm very nervous. I had a really good group this year, which it's a good group every year. They did good last year too. But you have to get a 3, 4, or 5 to get the college credit. And AP is hard. Advanced placement is hard. I think English literature is one of the easier ones. That's the one I took in high school. And that's the one my kids took this year. At the end of the day, I'm proud of the 31 kids that took that class. They're really good kids. They're really smart. Stop clawing on my couch. And all of them are completely capable of taking a college level English class. Okay. I didn't have any make a 4 or a 5, but I was really hoping for that. I really was. But I have 6 of them that got a level 3. So let's see who it was. Oh, she's gonna be so upset. Some of them are so close. Okay. All right. That's not bad. There were a lot of twos. They're gonna feel so bad about getting twos, but two is also pretty good because that means you can kind of hold your own with college stuff. Then we don't do that. But okay, well, I'm very proud of the kids who got that. I'm proud of them anyway, but way to go, kids who got a level 3. I can tell they paid attention, I guess. All right. Now I can go chill out. I've been waiting for that for like months. I'm going to read today too. It's still Summerween. And it's bad weather. It's gross outside. I'm like shaking. Ugh. Okay, I'm more awake now, and I'm ready to plan out my reading for today. So I don't have a lot to do today, and there's a couple of things, like I've said before, that are weather dependent. So I'm probably not going to do those. It's really iffy today. Like, it's sunny, but then it'll be really cloudy. And I really need stuff to dry off before I can do some of my outdoor activities. I need to, like, sand and prime a bookshelf. And that's a big outdoor activity. So anyway, I want to read about 100 more pages of Vampires of El Norte. Maybe more than that, depending. And I'm going to start Private Rights on audiobook today because I have that and Chlorine, but I think this is going to be quicker. I have to go to school. I need to go get something out of my classroom, and they're doing a drop-off for the marching band, so I'm going to go run by the store and get some bottles of water and like granola bars and stuff for them. I think it's band camp, but it might just be for the whole year, but either way, I'm going to drop off some goodies for them. I need to go by the bank. I may go by a local antique store in town. It recently got bought by a new owner, and he basically gutted it and had everything on discount. And I went once and got a couple of things, and regretfully I did not go back when he had stuff like really, really cheap. But I don't know how much is left from where they're like redoing it. Like, he's going to reopen it as like a general store, but he's trying to get some of the older merchandise out, which is fine because that stuff had been there for like 30 and 40 years. It was priced absolutely insanely incorrect, even for antiques, and so no one was buying it. I think it was just an excuse for someone to be a hoarder. But I'm gonna see if they're open today, and if there's anything in there that's like interesting, maybe I'll get lucky and they'll still have some of the pieces that I looked at but did not buy. But I don't think I'm gonna get lucky, and I'm gonna kick myself forever for not going back to get the things that I wanted. But that's like all I've got planned today. That's it. So then the rest of the time I can spend reading. It's weird because it feels like I should be busy, but I think it's because there are certain days this week where I will be. Like Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday are going to be busy. So I'm going to hope, maybe, fingers crossed, I can finish at least Private Rights on audiobook. But if I really put my mind to it, I can probably finish this much of the book, Vampires of El Norte, and then that'll just give me Pride or Die and Chlorine to read. So I also haven't done the Instagram thing for today. I think it's the purple, blue, and pink stacks, but I'll have to check and make sure, and then post that Instagram picture at some point. And then I really need to go to the grocery store for supplies for pumpkin pie, because I do want to bake a like fall treat, and that's my fall treat to myself. Yeah, that's what I'll do today. Y'all are not gonna believe what I found in that antique store. So this antique store used to exist. I would go here with my parents, or mostly my dad, and you see a bunch of old stuff that's not priced very fairly. So what they're doing is they're remodeling it, making it like a general store and renting it out to vendors. And so they've got everything for like $1. So I got more than I thought I was gonna get. I am very excited that some of the stuff that I was hoping for was still there. And then somebody found something, and like she had a pile of stuff, and I'm really upset I didn't find it first. But that's how it is in antiquing and thrifting. You know, sometimes they bless you, sometimes they don't, and I'll take the wins where I can get them, because I did get something that I didn't think I was going to get. But I'll show you guys later, because I don't really want to do a haul in the car. It's hot today. I'm going to do the rest of my errands and hopefully make it back to the house by lunch. And I'll show you then what I got. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's like a disaster. They have to take everything out and clean, and so it's just everything I put like at the front. So I don't even know what half this stuff is. Is that all paper? I don't think it's actually all paper. I think there's some other stuff in here that's not paper. I gotta put all my rugs back because I gotta vacuum those and put them over here and my rug cover on it. Oh, that's a mess. That's a mess. But I got what I came here for. So I'm gonna go home. Well, I'm having a day. I was gonna do some other stuff today, but I'm not going anywhere now. Thought I got a spare on my fucking car. That sucked real bad. Almost as bad as having to pay for a new tire in the middle of summer. The bright side is that it is summer, so I'm not having to deal with this and also having to go to school. But like small blessings, I'm still annoyed. I've only finished like a chapter of Private Rights because I was so annoyed I didn't even listen to it. I'm in the car waiting for Steven to come get me and help me with the tire. I was just sitting there fuming. Because I was mad at myself. Like, I should have noticed the tire light was on, and I should have checked the tire pressure in it and realized it was low enough that it was that bad. But also, it was a blowout, so there was only so much I was going to be able to do. Let me show you what I got at the antique store, and I got some other mail in. I got another clear Kindle case, because the one I currently have on my Kindle is bedazzled, and I love her. She's perfect. But I have some, like, spooky stickers, and I was thinking it would be kind of cool to make a spooky background for my Kindle. I also got a pre-order in of the special edition of The Wolf and the Woodsman, which I love. It's got cool sprayed edges. It's got a red ribbon bookmark. Cool design on the inside covers, and I think, yeah, it's got design on the front and on the back for The Wolf and the Woodsman, and inside cover art. Oh, that's the sexy scene. Okay. I didn't realize that was what the scene was in the cover. I started reading before Summerween, Juniper and Thorn, and Juniper and Thorn technically takes place within this same universe. I think, like, later. Like, so it's kind of weird because I recognize the terms. I'm like, wait a minute. What ethnic group did that name stand for in Wolf and the Woodsman? But it's been a while since I've read this. So, but I did like it. Highly recommend. And then the antique store. Okay, so like I said earlier, thrift gods will either bless you or not. I went in knowing I was not going to find the thing that I was looking for because there was no way they still had it. I did see a lady was making a pile near the front, and I didn't realize it was her pile, and I'm so mad I didn't get there before her because one of them was like a giant, like, mirrored painted sign that you'd see in like an old dive bar, but it was for like Miller, and that's like my dad's drink of choice, and that would have been a really good like birthday present or Christmas present for him. But again, the thrift gods choose what they're going to give you. I got something for Steven for his birthday this week, so I can't show you right now. And then I got a glass that's like Schlitz brand beer, which was a big beer back in the 80s and 90s, so I probably will give that to my dad. And I got a picture that is of the high school that I currently teach at, back before it was the high school that I teach at, if that makes sense. It's from like the 1960s, which is pretty cool. But this is the big one. This is the thing that I'm excited about. I didn't think they'd have this, and I got this for $1. It's a handmade quilt. It's fleece lined. Most of this is like, there's some corduroy pieces, there's some heavy felt, there's some canvas duck. I think there's some denim in here. And I don't know what size it is. I haven't completely unfurled it, and I'm probably going to find a way to, like, safely clean it. But also, I don't really care that much if it's dirty. It's got little white bits on it because if you know anything about quilting, like I got to tie that back together, this is a pattern called Knot It. So you can either quilt pieces together or you can knot them together. This is knotted, which means the front and the back are tied through the different pieces of fabric. So some of the knots are literally coming untied just from age, and they haven't been sealed. I like this specifically. I've got another quilt right off camera. That's my great grandma's, and I usually like to take that to school when we read the play Trifles with the sophomores. But hey, Ludi. But I really am getting nervous about taking her quilt to and from school. So this means I have another quilt I can bring in to show them what that pattern looks like in real life. But also I have now a really thick, nice quilt for cold nights if it gets that cold. I got it for $1. $1. I'd been thinking about this quilt for months, and I was so nervous someone had bought it. So the minute I saw it, I asked the lady, I said, "This stuff is still for sale over here, right?" She said, "Yep." And I was like, yoink. And I held on to it for the rest of the time there. So I'm so excited I got this. Like, this was the thrift find for the day. Is it aesthetically pleasing? No, but this is functional. And again, it's a pattern that you don't see a lot because this took a little bit more time. It's a little more labor intensive, but also easier than quilting a whole pattern into it. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about my new book. And now I think I might read Vampires of El Norte because that's the vibe I feel like I'm in right now. Yeah, as I just chill out at the house. Because again, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have a tire. So I got myself a little drink. And it is 5:30. I'm not really hungry. It's that kind of heat where you don't eat. I know I'm not eating like maybe I'll make myself grilled cheese. You don't care about that. I've got like 60 pages left of this book. This is very good. Like, I don't know how to describe it. If you like The Mummy, if you like that kind of like reverse Cinderella stuff where the guy is really from like not as good circumstances as the girl, it reminds me a little bit of Woven in Moonlight. The vampires are kind of second fiddle to stuff, but I don't mind that because the romance is so yearny and nice. I don't mind. I am interested to see how they wrap it up in the last part of this, like last 63 pages or so. So, gonna finish this, gonna go ahead and knock this out, and then I will probably listen to Private Rights this evening while I play Animal Crossing. I might watch another scary movie. I haven't really decided yet, and I do still have like 3 books to read. Yikes. 2 if I get really creative, but I have to read Private Rights. That's the one I've owned for over a year. I haven't owned this one long enough, but this is gonna be, I believe, a new favorite. I think this might be one of my favorites of the year if it doesn't fuck it up in the last like 50, 60 pages. So I will get back to you about it. Another one. This is done. It's 5 stars. It's great. Definitely more historical fiction romance than it is like horror. I do think the ending was a little rushed, but I think it was fine considering how much world building the rest of it had. So no real complaints there. And again, 5 stars. I liked it. It was a vibe. It was enjoyable. The yearning was worth it. So that's 2 books down. I can't remember exactly which challenges those go to. I'm pretty sure this is the one, obviously, with a sky on the cover, and With a Vengeance was A Book in the Dark. So I'm going to have to listen to Private Rights tonight because that's the book that you've owned for over a year. And then the only other challenges are read a book, like a manga, novella, or audiobook, right? I think. And then, dear God, what is the other one? I can't remember the challenges. I'll like put something here. I'll do a little check off thing of my TBR or something to the side. But also I want to show off my Kindle case because I got it's spooky. I got a new clear case. I bedazzled the other one, and again, she is a vibe. But I have all these spooky stickers, and I've just kind of put them in here, and then put the Kindle in here. Now, I'm probably not going to have this here very long because I like having a pop socket, and I really want to get like a magnetic pop socket thing to be able to take it on and off. So it's, anyway, we've got a Silence of the Lambs, we got Bride of Frankenstein, we got Scream. It's a longer sticker. We got Killer Clowns from Outer Space, another Silence of the Lambs reference to the Death's Head Moth. We got a boy, Billy, a girl, Carrie, Prom Queen, and of course, Frankenstein's monster, my absolute fave. So yeah, spooky Summerween Kindle case. And I'll probably read Pride or Die. I'll probably start that at some point because that's on my Kindle. And now I'm going to make myself something to eat before I listen to the next book. I also have to charge my phone because for some inexplicable reason it's dead, even though I haven't really used it today. That's a lie. I did watch a lot of TikTok. I put myself on a TikTok timer, so I'd only watch like 2 hours of TikTok a day. I have 10 minutes left. And it's 6:30. So, do with that information what you will. Okay.